Greetings. Here in Oakland, next to the Black Panther Museum. I remember the Black Panthers. I still know some. Really cool, awesome organizing ideas. Ideas of just taking care of your community, to serve other people, things like that. Really cool. Got to do it again. Got to get it together again. Got to move away from symbolic, purely focused on identity stuff. We got to get back to focusing on, did we get the thing for the community or not? Did we get the green space? Did we get the organic garden? Did we get the library open late? Do we have a bike path that actually connects to something? Or do you still feel like a target when you're out here on your bike? All that kind of stuff. We need that. We didn't get it. We don't do it. It's kind of just a symbolic joke now. People get a grant for housing and, oh, victory! Like it's got 2.5 units. And then they base the success of it on what kind of people, the most marginalized person ever we could get in there. Like, okay, cool. So we have 5 units, Oakland's filled up with empty condo towers. But it's great, the Black Panthers. I was just thinking about Judy Berry, my old friend from Earth First, and she came to Oakland and was unfortunately bombed by the FBI in her car. Probably some of the same Cointelpro agents that had before oppressed the Black Panthers. And that's unfortunate. And you can feel Cointelpro. I mean, it's just thick. The Bay Area, they don't have a lot to do. Nobody's doing much effective anymore. There's no Earth First here, nothing like that. Some woman named Karen Pickett came here, pretended to be, she was an Earth First person, but she had this real control freak thing about it and was just kind of lame. At the end of the day, me and some other young Earth First activists showed up to help her and said, we'll start San Francisco Earth First and try to recruit from the schools there. And shouldn't there be an Earth First in San Francisco? Oh my gosh. And I don't know, they were kind of jealous. They're like, we've got this really inert old people book reading club in Oakland. You must come over and pay fealty to that first. It's like a book club, and then Karen Pickett every now and then leads a solidarity event, and her and 3 other people gather around, blah, blah. I don't know, just lame and bad organizing, bad. But it's still okay. We're trying the legacy of resistance through nonviolent means. Continues. It's alive somewhere. Maybe not here. But this is still a beautiful place. And all the sort of nonprofit, kind of charter school, empowerment, sister. It's all symbolic. It's all based on identity stuff. I'm empowered. I can have a nose ring and purple hair and stuff like that. That's great. I'd love that. But where's the garden? I don't see the garden I can go and grow corn in right now. I, as a 30-year resident, cannot plant one corn plant in this city. There's no green space where I live. It's a piece of crap. It's an abandoned zone. Just real estate trying to just extract the last little bit it can out of this place. It's just beautiful architecture. All right. Black Panthers, 1966, right here. Huey P. Newton and Angela Davis. And I did some stuff with Angela Davis around the critical resistance to the prison industrial complex. That was nice. When she got on the mic, it was fire. But anyway, not much else, though. Not good at creating a mass movement for peace. There's nobody doing that now. It's all symbolic stuff. This guy, David Solman, I saw him on the, from Art and Revolution, David Solman, I saw him on the BART one time. I said, hey, David, how you doing, bro? How's it going? He said, listen, just building a mass movement for radical social change. That's how he was, like just tired. And I'm just building a mass movement for radical social change. And delusional, also. The mass movement for radical social change. No, that is not happening. I'm sorry, it's not happening. When you paint some murals because Elon Musk, you don't like a celebrity that the CIA is telling you to not like, that's not empowering, bros. I'm sorry. We're toast. We've been done. We're not doing the breakfast program on a daily basis here in Oakland. It's not showing up. Little spits and spots show up, little bits of money. A little bit of money comes through, and then a bunch of Chinese people go and get the free food over at the, Madison 15th or whatever, where they're handing out that free food, right, at the Islamic Cultural Center. That's great. That whole thing got taken over by one group, and none of them were locals. They were all from Chinatown. Things like that happen, and nobody questions, like, what is the quality of the food we're handing out? The basis of, like, omega-3 essential fatty acids, protein, healthy food, right? Are we handing out healthy food? Who's getting the healthy food? Do we just, like, let people kind of line up and mug up, and whoever kind of mugs up the most gets the most food from the thing? That's kind of how it was. So we got to do better. We got to do so much better than what we're doing. And nobody's even talking about anything because it's all Trump 24/7. Just Trump. You got to hate Trump. Your obligation right now, as a kind of radical black person living in Oakland, according to most people, most conventional thought right now, is to just really be focused on how racist Trump is. And then just to really be focused on maybe, like, racist people somewhere you don't know who they are. They're racist. They're MAGA. They're out there, right? And they're going to keep you just stoked up on that, just up on that. But so far, that message, that focus, completely disempowering. Not good, not empowering, not helping, right? Actually doing things like a free food program, food not bombs kind of thing, that's actually, like, helpful. That actually, people are eating. When they have calories, they're thinking better. Actually thinking about people in terms of clear thought, of their ability to just have clear thoughts, to be grounded, to not be panicked about COVID all the time. Just to kind of have a place where they can just kind of, now after having breathed and thought about things, I think what's important is to keep the library open late and to staff that up. I think that's maybe more important than another empty condo tower. I can just say that and think that now because I have clarity of thought, because I'm not panicked about a virus or something that the CIA wants me to be panicked about. Can we ever get back to that? Can we ever take control of our own messages, our own media, our own protest, It's been down to the weaponization of even the protest, quote unquote, protest movement, which is basically like a bunch of old people coming down from the Berkeley Hills to, like, no kings. That was so lame. So we've got to get beyond that. Organized by Arabella advisors and the CIA. We got to do better. Got to have our own organic, local protest movement, that things we care about, our own messaging. It can't be focused on just hating Elon Musk or hating Donald Trump. That's impotent. That's not producing anything. That's not going anywhere. Bad focus. Focus on actual power for yourself, your youth. What's happening with the youth, man? What's up with that? Where's a bike lane that's safe? So there's a bike lane that goes from community to community, university to university, school to school, food thing, without ever putting you in traffic, dumping you in traffic. Until there's that, we're not doing anything. We're losing, right? Bike lanes, libraries, community stuff, community things, the things that make you want to feel like having babies. Okay.